All right, we're moving on to another bit of breaking news that we're getting in from Lucknow. Violent protest rocked Lucknow. 12 protesters have been injured in the clashes. The protesters, led by Shia leader, attempting to march to the CM's house. One person, in fact, has succumbed to injuries. Protest over Azam Khan's move to sell the Waqf property. What we can confirm, and it is disturbing news, that in the melee that you see, the fracas that you see on your television screen, one person has in fact succumbed to injuries. This would definitely become a hot political point. I'd like to cut across to my colleague Amir Haq, who's joining us. Amir, disturbing visuals that we can see on our television screen, where we can even see the protesters turning against the police and beating them. Can you tell us exactly what's happened? The latest that we're also getting in, the latest that's filtering in, is that one person has in fact succumbed to injuries.
Well, yes, Preeti, unfortunate bit of news there. One protester has been declared dead at the trauma center of the medical college, although the police sources do not confirm whether he was hit in the lathi charge and that was what led to his death, or he succumbed to his injuries during the stampede that happened after the police lathi charge. But they're very disturbing visuals because once the people there, the protesters, were lathi charged by the police, they turned up against the police, and then a number of policemen were chased and they were beaten with lathis as well, also by the protesters there. So this protest was supposed to be after the Alvida Namaz, which is the last Friday of the month of Ramzan. And it was being led by Shia Muslim cleric Kalre Javed, and he was to lead the entire protesters towards the house of Azam Khan, and they wanted to gherav it against the kind of policy that was adopted by the state government, and also Azam Khan in his capacity as the minority affairs minister, because they say that his policies have been against the Shia community, and also that Azam Khan is trying to take over Waqf board property, which is worth crores of rupees, not just here in Lucknow but elsewhere as well in the state. So clearly protests are being spearheaded by Maulana Kalre Javed, and they're being against Minority Affairs and Urban Development Minister Azam Khan in Lucknow.
You know, Amir, this pretty much what we are seeing on our television screen, and the fact that one person has succumbed to injuries, it's poised to become a hot political issue from here on.
Well, definitely. It's been a long-standing dispute between the Shia Muslims led by Maulana Kalre Javed and the state government. This has continued from the last time when Mayawati was the chief minister to this time when Akhilesh Yadav is the chief minister. Maulana Kalre Javed has been in touch with the higher-ups within the government, talking to them about restoring the ownership of property which was earlier with the Shia Nawabs. And also with the Shia community, which was later transferred on to the government, and now this group led by Maulana Kalre Javed wants to retain it, wants to take it back from the government towards itself. So a very complicated nature of dispute where the discussion is not just about property based in Lucknow but elsewhere in the state of Uttar Pradesh, as well as some properties which are situated in Delhi. So now the state government has not taken a clear stand over whether they can actually allow the Shia Waqf board to take over that property, and also whether the chairman of the Waqf board, which was nominated by the Minorities Affairs Minister, will continue as chairperson there in the Waqf board, or whether some other person will be appointed there in consultation with Shia Muslim clerics like Maulana Kalre Javed. So a bit of a status quo as of now, but the real problem now for the state government and the police here is that the law and order there in the state capital is definitely not looking good, and things seem to have gone out of hand.
Well, you're right there. The law and order completely compromised. Amir, the question I ask you now is, what is the current situation? Are we still witnessing these clashes, or things have calmed down?
Well, Maulana Kalre Javed, along with his set of protesters, they are sitting there beside the road where you see all this confusion happening, and they are sitting on a sitting. They say that till the time the government concedes to their demands, till the time they accept to their demands, at least acknowledge it, they will not go back towards the old Lucknow. So at the moment, tension is there, but things seem to be now in control of police because they've diffused a major mob that had gathered in after the Alvida Namaz, and now there seems to be a lesser number of people there who are doing a sit-in there as a mark of protest.
All right, appreciate you joining us, Amir, getting us the very latest from Lucknow at this point of time.